In this story coming out of St. Louis, Missouri, you have this individual by the name of Brian Ditch, who is 44 years of age, who is accused of imprisoning a quadriplegic veteran for about a decade and was stealing the benefits of this veteran after they were deceased. So this person literally had this person held hostage for 10 years, about 10 years, and then they passed away and then started collecting on their benefits. That is some nasty work there. A Missouri man is facing multiple felony charges for allegedly imprisoning his quadriplegic uncle. Wow, I didn't expect it to be a relative. That's crazy. I mean, it's bad enough that it was someone the fact that he did it, but the fact that it was a relative is even wilder. A United States Army veteran in a garage to steal his benefits and continuing the scheme for years after the uncle's death by hiding the body in a trash can. Now, here's the thing. In a trash can, so you kept the body? Is that what they're trying to say? Because it's in a trash can. Did the body ever go somewhere? Like, the fact that he kept the body, from what I'm gathering, in a trash can is even more crazier. As if what he was already doing wasn't bad enough. 44-year-old Brian K. Ditch is charged with 4 counts of wire fraud, 4 counts of aggravated identity theft, 2 counts of theft of government property, and 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm. I don't know why it doesn't seem like, I feel like there's some more charges that should be there. For over a decade, defendant Brian K. Ditch regularly abused and imprisoned his uncle, a quadriplegic Army veteran, in order to steal his government disability benefits, stated in an indictment filed by federal authorities in the Eastern District of Missouri. After years of exploitation, neglect, and interment at the hands of the defendant, the victim died while he was in the exclusive custody of the defendant. Prosecutors allege that Ditch concealed his uncle's 2019 death by hiding the body in a backyard shed for more than 5 years, according to KSDK. So he died in 2019, and he was still collecting benefits as far as I know, as of late of this year. To continue his fraud scheme, defendant Ditch concealed the victim's death for at least 5 years, including by wrapping veteran TC's dead body up in a trash bag and stuffing him in a garbage can. Through his lies and acts of concealment, the defendant stole hundreds of thousands of dollars in veteran TC's disability benefits that the defendant used not to care for his quadriplegic uncle, but to enrich himself personally. Ditch began serving as his uncle's primary caregiver in 2008 and allegedly frequently imprisoned and abused the disabled veteran to take his benefits from Veteran Affairs and Social Security. The indictment claims Ditch trapped his uncle in a garage for over 24 hours at a time, forcing him to sit in his own waste without food or water. Ditch allegedly disguised the theft by sending himself $1,000 from his uncle's bank account at regular intervals to make it appear as though the defendant was receiving a regular paycheck for his caregiving duties. However, prosecutors say the uncle never approved any payments to Ditch. He probably didn't even know about it. After the uncle's death, Ditch allegedly misled family members by claiming the uncle had been moved to a nursing home and told law enforcement that the veteran had left with another caretaker. Authorities discovered the uncle's body in a trash can in a shed behind his home during a search warrant execution on March 21st, 2025. It was probably a family member of some sort that probably wanted the search warrant done, because even they probably was like, something doesn't seem right with this story. Records indicate that between 2008 and 2025, the uncle deposited $1,878,501.39 into various accounts, with authorities alleging Ditch stole at least $650,000 after his uncle's death. Man, that is so savage of someone to do this to their own uncle, someone who can't even take care of themselves properly because of a disability that they have, and it's probably most likely contributed because of the Army, with him being in the military. But wow, this is why they say blood sometimes is no thicker than water. This is his own nephew that did this to him. I wouldn't be surprised if he had this whole scheme planned out from Jump Street. They said from 2008 to 2025. This man was doing this, they said, for over a decade. And then when he passed in 2019, he was still collecting on the benefits. This is exactly why I always tell people greed, in my honest opinion, is the deadliest of all 7 deadly sins, because they attach to each of the other ones tremendously. This right here, this was greed. This has greed written all over it. I hope this dude gets the chair thrown at him for what he did to his own uncle. And the crazy part about it is, if he would do this to his own family member, he would do this to anybody. No wonder he wanted to be the one to take care of his uncle, because he knew exactly what he planned on doing. Like I said before, I truly believe that he planned this before his uncle even probably became disabled. He knew exactly, when he found out what benefits his uncle was getting, that's when he was like, oh, I'll take care of him. And yeah, we know what you mean when he says take care of him. And see, the thing is, I'm almost shocked that he didn't take him out sooner. He was like, because he was like, nah. And you know what is even wilder? I wouldn't also be surprised if he had thoughts of doing so. I would not be in the least bit surprised if this dude thought about taking out his uncle. He was probably just sitting there waiting with bated breath for his uncle to die. And when he did, he was probably like, thank God. But the thing is, his uncle had to still be alive to get those benefits. That's why he didn't say, I don't know, take the body to a morgue or a hospital to be declared deceased, because if he knew he did that, those benefits would have stopped. So to make his uncle seem like he was still alive, that's why he kept the body in the garage, or in the garbage, and he was never reported dead. That's why he told the family that he was in a nursing home, and that's why he told the authorities that another caretaker had him. That's why he was still able to get those checks, because they knew if it came out that he was dead, those checks from the VA would have stopped coming in. So again, greed is what ultimately did him in. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.